All right, welcome to this explainer where we are going to be cracking ChatGPT's elevated errors. Look, we have absolutely all been there, right? You're right in the middle of a massive project, the deadline is seriously looming, you've got your prompt perfectly crafted, you hit enter and nothing. Literally nothing. You are completely locked out of your workflow right when you need the AI the most. It is incredibly frustrating, I know, but today we're going to fix it.
And boom, this is the exact question that flashes through your mind when the AI goes completely unresponsive. You might see a spinning wheel, a blink screen, or worse, that dreaded red text warning you of an elevated error. It feels like the AI just decided to take an unannounced coffee break. But behind that incredibly vague message is a very specific set of technical triggers. And honestly, understanding them is the absolute key to getting yourself back online instantly.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our systematic triage plan that's going to turn you into a digital detective today. We'll start with the anatomy of the error, then step 1, check server status, step 2, clear browser data, step 3, refresh account session, and finally step 4, reconfigure network settings. So first up, the anatomy of the error, where we'll be demystifying the roadblock. When you get hit with one of these elevated errors, it almost always boils down to one of 4 main culprits. We're talking massive server-side traffic surges, a temporary degradation of the API, corrupted data living right in your own browser's cache or cookies, or a conflict with your network's IP address. Think of this as our suspect list, and our troubleshooting steps are going to map directly to eliminating them one by one. To pull it all together, an elevated error is simply a disruption in ChatGPT, caused by server-side traffic, API degradation, corrupted local cache and cookies, or network IP conflicts. That's really it. I know it sounds like a ghost in the machine, but it's just technical jargon for a roadblock. And the beauty of that? It tells us exactly where to look. You have total control over figuring this out, I promise. All right, step 1, check server status. We are looking at the outside world first. Now, what's really interesting here is that we intentionally start our triage from the outside in. Before you go completely clearing out your computer's settings, you've got to check OpenAI's infrastructure. Seriously, memorize this URL, status.openai.com. High traffic events or regional outages cause direct response failures on their end. So if you pull up this page and you see a major active incident or an outage, just stop troubleshooting. The issue is on their side. There's no way around it. Go take a walk. But if it says all systems are operational, well, then the problem is local to you. Which brings us to step 2, clear browser data. This is checking the front door. If the servers are totally fine, the miscommunication is happening right inside your own browser. Basically, as you use the web, session data can become corrupted. It creates this awful communication loop. It's kind of like your browser keeps handing ChatGPT a scrambled ticket and the AI just keeps rejecting it. To break this loop, you need to wipe the slate clean by clearing your history, your cache, and your cookies. Oh, and you want an instant diagnostic check before completely dumping your history? Just test it by opening ChatGPT in an incognito or private window. If it works perfectly there, you know for sure that corrupted browser data was the culprit. Moving on to step 3, refresh account session. Let's check your ID badge. So the crucial point here is how your login actually works. When you log in, you're handed a digital ID badge, which is called a JW token. Now, for security reasons, these tokens expire to keep your data safe. But sometimes you get stuck in this weird, lingering authentication state, where you look like you're logged in, but you actually aren't, and the chat interface just can't send prompts. Simply hitting refresh won't fix this. You need to follow these exact steps. Explicitly click Log Out of your account, close all active browser tabs, open a brand new tab, and then log in again. This literally forces the server to issue you a fresh, clean authentication token. Finally, step 4, reconfigure network settings. We're checking the road you traveled on. OpenAI uses some pretty heavy Cloudflare protection to guard their servers against bot attacks and DDoS attempts. Because of this, Cloudflare is notorious for blocking or throttling IP addresses that look even slightly suspicious. If you're using an aggressive VPN or proxy service, your IP might just get flagged, and that's going to instantly throw a high-latency elevated error. So the immediate fix is to change your digital environment. Try toggling your VPN off, disconnect those proxy settings. If you're on Wi-Fi, maybe try toggling over to your mobile data hotspot, or just simply restart your Wi-Fi router to grab a fresh IP address. Honestly, bypassing that initial Cloudflare roadblock by changing your connection often restores everything instantly. So I really want to leave you with this thought. Next time you face an elevated error right in the absolute middle of your workflow, Which of these 4 hidden culprits are you going to investigate first? You now have a completely foolproof mental checklist: server status, browser data, session tokens, and network settings. Keep these concepts in mind, apply them systematically, and I promise you will never be locked out of your AI workflow for long. Thanks so much for tuning in to this explainer.